This is Chapter 1, Part 2 homework. What you're going to be doing here is you're going to be selecting 10 samples from a population of a company's employees. So you need the population. In this case, we can measure the population because it's finite. There's only 30 people working at this company. So notice I have black beans that represent, or black beads that represent the male and white beads that represent the female. There are 10 employees that are females, so there are 10 white beads, and there are 20 males or 20 black beads. What you're going to do is answer some questions about percentages. Notice there are 30 people working at this company, so that is your whole. What you're going to do then is take your sample from this population. So I drew out 10 beads, and here they are, and if you look at them, there are 4 that are white. So sample number 1 had 4 females selected, and since this is discrete data, I can go down here and I'm going to put a 4. If the next time I draw, I put these back into my population, I redraw a sample of size 10, and maybe I get 5 beads that are white, so I'm going to put a dot at 5, and so on. So you're going to do 10 different samples, so you should have 10 markings on here. Let's suppose these are my markings. You figure out from your sample, and you would have 10 of them. So let's suppose that that is my picture of my sample. If I was to look at my sample, 5 or more. Now you're not taking 5 or more up here. These are just the sample that you took, the sample number, not how many. These values down here that you plotted show how many times you selected 5 or more. So if this was mine, my answer would be 3 out of the 10 were selected that were female. 3 out of 10 is 30%. So does this value indicate discrimination? No, because whenever we look for when we're going to not support the null, we're looking when alpha is 5%. 30% is well above the 5%, so we accept the null that there is no discrimination. Remember, our null is that they are innocent. There is no discrimination. So you repeat that for your 10 samples, you plot them, and then you answer the following questions. And that's all there is for your homework on this chapter.